Hey, gang. Welcome to the Witch Awakening podcast. I'm your host, Melissa Rippey, a spiritual and awakening coach for the witchy women who want to connect to their inner witch and manifest their magical as fuck life. So, today I want to talk about a witch in the Bible Belt. 5 ways to protect your energy. Yes, you heard me. A witch in the Bible Belt. So, story time. Have you ever been in a situation where you were completely not in control of your surroundings? I mean, like from top to bottom, right? Well, that is a situation I find myself in anytime I go to visit a certain set of family members, okay? I'm not going to get too specific because, we're not here to go down that road, but I find myself spending weeks at a time in the Bible Belt in a really small town. Me, a witch. So, when I say small town Bible Belt, we're talking gun racks, cowboy hats, pickup trucks, pictures of white Jesus everywhere. Like everywhere, y'all. Not kidding. And then, I come strolling up with my purple and pink hair. I'm covered in tattoos. Yeah, you can imagine the stares that I get, right? Not to mention that my husband is a local celebrity there. He grew up there, and then also he was a radio DJ for 15 years. So literally everyone knows him everywhere we go. And they know me as his wife, right? So more eyes and more stares. I brought my sage stick with me a couple of times, but I'm honestly afraid to light that thing up because if I started waving that around, can you imagine? They would have the pitchforks and the torches and be running me out of town in a hurry. So, what I noticed was that being in this situation triggers all sorts of past life witch burning memories for me it took me a while to figure out why I felt so uncomfortable. Other than the obvious, but it was deeper than that. It was something that made me feel in my soul really uneasy, and I hadn't figured out why until I figured out that it was triggering all these past life witch burning memories and witch trials and being called out as a witch, right? That I have past life experience with. So it was triggering all of that inside my soul. Well, there we are, right? That makes total sense. So, I had to figure out ways to be okay with not being okay there and not really being welcome and not really just feeling, I guess, safe and secure and comfortable in my surroundings, right? And there was no place to escape. I was staying there for the whole week. So, and there's a small town. There's really no place to go. So, you're just kind of in it. You know what I mean? So, I had to figure out a way to keep myself on track and keep myself energetically level and not sinking lower and lower into low energy and just being overtaken by other people's stuff and just, all the junk. So, here are 5 ways that I figured out and that I actively use when I am in this situation or any other situation that I find that I'm not in control of what's going on energetically. So, anyway, here's 5 things that I have done that have worked pretty well, and I thought I would share them just in case someone else is looking for some tips on something like this. So, here we go. Number 1, pop your earbuds in and blast some music. So here's what I was doing. I would have one earbud in, onto my phone, right? And have Apple Music or whatever it is you use to play your music up. And I have a whole bunch of Prince songs on my playlist because I'm a huge Prince fan. And we all know that his music is dirty and sexy and just super inappropriate for a Bible Belt situation where there's pictures of white Jesus and crosses staring at you. So everywhere you look. So to me, having just one earbud in so I could still participate in like the family and, be present in my situation, but also had dirty lyrics and just music, which helps me stay high vibe anyway, blaring in one of my ears. So it was just helping me kind of balance out the energy, so to speak. And like I said, it was just kind of funny to me knowing that I had like all this dirty stuff playing in my head while Jesus and crosses and Bible verses were in my face everywhere I looked. It was kind of just a weird little secret that I had that I thought it just made me smile. So, because, that's how I am. Anyways, so that was one way that I found really helped when things were getting a little overwhelming or I was starting to feel off balance in some way. I would just pop in the earbuds and start playing something that made me smile or made me vibe, right? Okay, so number 2, go for a drive and swear it out until you feel like you've released the pressure. So I literally probably twice in a week, I got in the car and just drove. It doesn't even matter. Just drive around in the car by yourself and just let her rip, dude. Like, swear it out, cuss it out, cuss somebody out. And specifically, if there's somebody that's specifically causing you issues, you can do that. You can just let them have it energetically in the car. But that for me is something we all know that I use swear words more than I use other words when I'm speaking, and I can't do that when I'm in the Bible Belt. I have to really censor, and that it takes a lot of mental energy to censor and screen everything that's coming out of your mouth so it's not inappropriate or swear words, and that can take some energy. So every once in a while I just need to release that pressure. I go out, I just let her rip. Just let them, just all the words are coming out. And then I feel better, and it's like, okay. It's kind of like screaming in the pillow, only inappropriate. So go do what you got to do. All right, number 3, go find some nature and ground down into that bad boy. Even if it's just going out in the yard and standing there for 5 minutes and putting your feet barefoot in the grass or the dirt or whatever, nature is naturally grounding, and that's something that we can find anywhere. So like I said, it can even just be a patch of grass, or you can go lean against a tree, or literally just hug the tree. If you want to just advertise your weirdness, just go stand and hug a tree, and I guess let them stare right at your purple hair tattooed self out there hugging a tree. They'll just be like, okay, yeah, great, that's okay, she's lost it. But sitting there, you can pick a flower, maybe bring it into your space, so you bring a little nature inside, so that you're not having to be outside all the time, especially if the weather is not conducive to being outside. But find some nature, find a way to ground into that, and let Mother Earth do the work for you. And then, it's always nice to say thank you when you're finished. 4, drink them or smoke them if you got them. If you're in a situation where that can be done without offending anyone or making, problems for yourself, go have a drink, go have a smoke, go have a doob, whatever it is you need to do. Like I said, if you need to have something to just kind of get your mind right and make you feel better, there you go. And the last thing that's really helpful is journaling it out. I know that sounds so like, go journal, but seriously, when you're in a space where you need to get some things out of your head or of your soul, or you just need some advice from your spirit team, whatever it is, you can just grab your journal and a pen and just, even if it's like, it's kind of like the going out and swearing thing, even if you just need to write fuck like 1,000 times in your journal, if that's what it takes, you know what I mean? Get her done. So don't underestimate the power of a good journal session, sitting down and writing it out. Like, I hate everything sucks, I don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the feelings are, you can get them out, and then guess what? They're out, right? You don't have to hold them in and try to just deal with that, right? So, those are the 5 ways that I have found that really help me when I'm in a situation like that, where I'm completely not in control of my surroundings, not in control of the energy, not in control of, just kind of what's happening around me. So those are things that I have actually used a lot and they really have helped. And Spirit told me they wanted me to share so that any other witches in the Bible Belt, or you find yourself in the Bible Belt, you can kind of connect the dots with why that doesn't feel so good. I mean, there's the obvious, but, it didn't occur to me that it was triggering past life witchy memories. And that was why I felt so off balance and just uncomfortable, and even feels traumatic at times. So having these ways to protect yourself and kind of get your energy right can be very helpful. So I hope that helped. Could definitely come over and connect with me on Facebook in the Witch Awakening Facebook group over there, and tell me about a time when you were in a situation where you couldn't control your environment and what you did to help stay grounded. Let's give each other tips and see what we come up with, because, the more the better, The link to the group will be in the show notes, so wherever you're enjoying this podcast, you can go check the notes, and there will be links there. And I wanted to let you know about something I have going right now. I'm currently offering What Now email readings for $44. This is a 3-card pull with the question of what now for, and then insert your name here. I will pull 3 cards, do my interpretation, and then email the photos of the cards with your reading to the email that you use to register for your reading. These will be only offered for like a week or so. I haven't 100% decided when I'm going to close them up, but not too long. And it's currently the cheapest way to work with me one-on-one. So if you are wanting to get in on that, go jump on it. And the link to get yours or find all the information is www.melissarippey.com/links. And it's the top link for now. So if you're finding this while they're still open, it'll be there. Otherwise, you can see all of my other current offerings on that page as well. I will also put the link in the show notes so you can find that as well. So thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I will see you next time. Stay magical.